What's up, family? It's Shaz. In this video, I'm going to speak on how I'm able to close high-ticket deals with ease. With little friction, with little rejection, people on the spot pay 2, 3K for our services. I'm selling AI YouTube growth. We help people get on YouTube, build out the personal brand, and get sales calls. And we leverage AI at every single step to make it more efficient. That's what we do. I'm able to, on the spot, tell people our price, give them the terms, and they're agreed, and they're paid, and they're happy, and they're ready to start. Like, they give money, and they're like, dude, I'm so pumped. And I tell you how to get to that state and how to sell people with ease. One, I'm going to go over my situation, and two, I'm going to go over the situation of people that have no social proof online, that have no sales experience or anything like that. All right, so first, I'm going to go over why my sales calls are very easy to, one, get, and I have a whole other training on that, like how we actually book in sales calls. I have a video come up here. We booked about 30 sales calls in 3 weeks for a high-ticket business. That's a whole other story, though. I'm going to tell you why they're easy to close when they show up to the call as well. All right, one, I have a personal brand. I'll be lying to you if I said that my personal brand does not carry me in terms of sales calls, right? Especially on YouTube, long form, like you're watching me right now. When people get on sales calls, they know who I am. They know what I'm selling, and they're already pre-warmed up to what I'm about to tell them. So it's not like running ads where people show up to the call and they're like, okay, what exactly do you do? I saw you for 20 seconds on this ad and I'm here now. What is happening? No, it's not like that. It's people have watched all of my videos or 10 of my videos or 20 of my videos, and they show up to the call like, yo, Shaz, I can't wait to hear more about this. I've been looking at this for a while now. It looks great. This, that, and the other. I saw your case study with this guy, and I saw your results with that person. Let's go, man. I'm hyped, right? So they're already like pre-sold when they show up to the call, which is the whole reason why I tell people, and we're selling the service of, get on YouTube, start posting content and leveraging AI, right? That's a whole nother story again. But that is why people are very easy to close when I take them on sales calls, is because they see my content, they see me posting consistently, they see the value I put out there, and they show up to call very, very pre-nurtured and ready to go. All right. Number two is they trust me. That just comes inherently with YouTube. So when people consume a lot of your content, it feels like almost you know them. So they get into a binge watching state, and this is only accomplished on YouTube, where they watch a lot of your videos and they're really, really bought into what you're selling and what you're talking about, right? In my content, I shift beliefs. That's what I do, and I'm really good at it. I break down concepts and I shift beliefs, because what I'm selling truly is a really good solution for any online business owner, coach, consultant, agency, SaaS business. I truly believe you have to be on social media. So I'm very, very bought into what I'm selling. And that's something I'll get into later, which is called conviction. I'm going to break down conviction because this is your biggest weapon if you have nothing going for you, no personal brand, no sales calls, no clients yet. You're trying to sell people. Conviction is the biggest thing you need. Again, I'm going to go into that in a second. Another reason my personal brand sort of carries me is because social proof. So I have so many social proof videos out there. You cannot BS YouTube. You can't bullshit YouTube. You can't. Every other social media you can bullshit. Twitter, LinkedIn, written platforms can be completely AI. We actually have AI do all of our Twitter and LinkedIn and stuff for us, right? Short form platforms now, very easy to fake. You could buy a nice car one day, go rent it, and go run a bunch of ads, and you'll have a nice looking Instagram profile. Cool, right? It's phony. YouTube, you cannot fake. I cannot sit down here for 10 and 15 minutes and fake something I don't know. I have to be good at it. I have to be able to break down a concept. And for that, I need skill, meaning I'm good at what I do, meaning I'm qualified to talk about it. All right. So YouTube is very, very hard to fake. All right. So the social proof of just posting is great. And then I have 2, 3, 4, 5 client interviews whenever you're watching this on my channel, where it's me and my client sitting down for 20 minutes and talking about how I help them. I can't fake that. So again, that builds trust. And when people show up to the call, they're ready to work. That is the reason I'm able to close sales calls at such a high rate with little to no rejection or, sales wait time, or like the time it takes to close that person. Now, if you're starting from zero, it's much harder. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is much harder. You're starting from zero, but everyone started somewhere. I started with zero personal brand. I started with zero clients. Everyone did. But you have to get over sales, because sales is everything. I mean, with technology now, with AI now, the engineer is no longer the person in charge. I think the sales and the marketer is the person in charge, right? AI is making it very easy to become a developer, very easy to become a backend engineer, all this stuff. AI is not making it easier to get sales. I mean, you can have sales training from AI and all this stuff, but the salesperson, in my opinion, is the more leveraged person going forward, and the more AI-proof person as well, because it's people skills, it's speaking with conviction, it's all this stuff. So sales is hard, but it's a good skill to learn. I'm going to explain exactly how you can do so if you have zero clients, if you have never done this before. All right, it is sort of scary. My first sales call, I was like sweating. I think I had 2 layers on, and I was absolutely sweating. It was for a $200 deal, which is not really comparable to what I'm selling now. But I was sweating over that, guy. So it's very natural, but it's part of the progression. And just think about sales. Every single L is something you should learn from, right? And it only takes a few L's to actually get that W. So keep on selling. But this is how you're going to do so if you have zero personal brand, zero experience, zero anything. All right. So one is speak with conviction. When you speak, even if you haven't done it before, muster up the courage in yourself to speak with conviction. All right. If I hop on a sales call and I'm like, yeah, well, YouTube should work. I mean, I don't see any reason why not. dude, no one's gonna buy from me, and I wouldn't expect them to. Speak with conviction, all right? And think about it like this: if you speak with conviction and you sell them, right, then you're probably having the thought of, oh, well, what if I can't provide the service? What if I'm scared to do this, and like, man, like, what if I actually mess up and this guy's mad or this girl's mad that I took their money? Then give them the money back. Like, just speak with conviction, and if all goes wrong, one, you have to learn the skill. So whatever you're selling, get actually good at it. This will be like a eye-opening moment for you, hopefully for the better. And two, just give them the money back. Like, it's simple. So there's no reason not to show up to the call with conviction on what you're selling. You have to show up with conviction because I'm telling you, your competition is, and that's why they're taking all your sales calls, they're taking all your clients, because when you show up on the call and if you have no conviction and they go to someone else, like, and the other person, the competition shows up on the sales call with conviction, they're going to buy from the person that believes in what they're selling. So even if you're starting at zero, muster up the conviction. And even if you're nervous about, you've never done this before, or you're not very sure of what you're selling or the price point or all this stuff, guys, it will be okay. If everything goes wrong, just give them back the money. All right? Don't scam anyone either. Don't do that. But show up to the call with conviction of what you're selling. And you should have conviction if you're actually good at what you do. All right? Pretty simple. Next is don't be desperate. So don't at the end of the call reduce your price or be super desperate to get them on another call. Play it cool, guys. Like, play it cool. Whenever you ever bought from someone that was needy, like, please, I could do half off. Like, I could do this and I could do that, and I could, maybe I could, I could do something else for you, and I could find my friend and he could actually do this. No. Calm. Relax. Like, no problem, Mr. Prospect. It's cool. Could we probably follow up in about 2 weeks? I think we could circle back on this. If it's not the right time, again, you know where to find me. You can watch my content here, or again, if you have no content, you can find my website here. You'll learn more about us here. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to follow up in 2 weeks. If it's a good fit, we can move from then. If not, we'll go our separate ways. Now, that even wasn't that good, right? That wasn't even how you're supposed to do it. I don't even have a set sales script, to be honest. I probably should, but I'm able to close these sales pitches and these calls because I've done it so many times. One, and two, I play it cool and I have conviction. So there's two things if you have nothing going. One is conviction, and two is just play it cool and don't be desperate, guys, because it doesn't work. Don't just reduce your price. Don't just do all these crazy things to get this person in the door because it looks needy and it's just it's putting off to the client. It's off-putting, I should say, to the client, all right, or the prospect, because you're trying to pitch the prospect and they're not a client yet, all right. And fourth is, this is probably the biggest thing in terms of actual sales strategy I use. I don't have professional sales training, guys, so you might want to go talk to someone else about that, but this should be more relatable to you because I don't have sales training, and you don't need sales training to sell high ticket online if you know what you're doing. The last thing is the actual techniques I use on the sales call. So I call it collecting ammo and then firing it back at the prospect. What that is when you get on the call with this person, you need ammo. Your ammo is like your sales ammo. It's like what's going to actually work. It's the points that are going to get the person over the line to buy. And to collect this ammo, you need to ask the right questions. So if you just get on the call and start pitching, obviously, hopefully no one's doing that. That's not going to work. You need to know why they're on the call, what their pain points are. And these can't be like number-based pain points. These have to be emotional pain points. This can't be, oh man, your ROAS isn't 2x. Man, that's got to hurt. It's no, you're wasting money on ads, and that money can feed your children. Like, it should be emotional, tied to the human being and the person, right? Because we're all emotional creatures, and you have to tap into this emotion, all right? And again, you're selling a solution. Like, since you have conviction and since you're good at what you do, you are selling a solution that's going to help this person. Like, it's a win-win. You get money from them, and then you help them. Like, it's a win-win if you do this right. Again, sell a good solution. Don't scam anyone. You have to be good at what you do. But if you are good at what you do, which hopefully you are if you're watching this, it's like, hey, dude, this is a win-win. Like, you're going to give me money. I'm happy. I got revenue. I'm going to help your life. I'm going to help you run ads. I'm going to help you make more money so you can retire. I'm going to help you live your life, type of thing, right? So, again, collect that ammo at the beginning of the call. Get their pain points, emotional pain points, and then use those pain points to sell them at the end. So, again, if the ROAS isn't 2x or they're wasting money on ads, at the end, you're going to say how your solution can fix their ad problem. So again, we're selling YouTube growth. We'll help you get on YouTube and book 10 to 30 sales calls every single month and close clients as well through YouTube and leveraging AI. That is what we do. So if that person's ROAS is working, like, hey, Mr. Prospect, I know it sucks that you're wasting money. That could go to other things in your life. That could go to your retirement fund or to your children. But just scrap YouTube or scrap Facebook and your ads altogether. Let's get you on YouTube. It's free to start. We have proven systems. We've done it for X, Y, and Z person, etc. Again, if you don't have that's also proof, just drop it out of the pitch. But you get what I'm saying here. Collect ammo at the beginning of the call and then use it at the end of the call in relation to what you're selling to sell that person. That's the easiest way to go about it, guys. You have to have actual ammo. Again, I have no better word to call it, or I guess statistics about this person that are emotional enough to get that person invested and get them to think about, oh, this guy will solve this pain in my life that's been bothering me for months. It might be worth a few $1,000s. And we'll see what happens. And then especially if you're good at what you do and you have a guarantee, in their mind it should be a no-brainer because they could just get the money back from you because you're offering a full guarantee. All right, so those are a few things that if you have nothing going for you at all, which you should build a personal brand. I have a free community on how to do that down below. But if you don't have that, you have to be convicted in what you're selling. You cannot be desperate and begging people. It's not going to work out. Just get the person on the call or follow up down the line. Have an email nurturing sequence that just follows up with the person every month. Just don't be desperate. And 3 is collect ammo on the call in the form of emotional pain points from the prospect. At the end of the call, try to sell them by solving those emotional pain points with your solution. All right, that's the best sales advice I could give you. Again, people show up to our calls, they're very nurtured, and they want to buy from us. We closed about 7K in revenue last week, which is one of our best weeks yet. I'm super happy about that. And it's because people show up to our calls, and I know that I'm good at what I do, so I have conviction. I don't ever budget on price, really. I don't really give people discounts, and I'm not very begging of like, hey, please don't leave, like I need this. To ever do that. I collect ammo in the form of our qualification sheet and at the beginning of the call, and I use that ammo to close the deal. All right, and of course, my YouTube presence helps. If you like videos like this, you'll definitely like this one. Join the free community down below to build your YouTube presence, leveraging AI, so it's easier to close sales calls with you and you don't have to struggle through it. If nothing else, drop a subscription and have yourself an amazing day, family, and hopefully this was helpful.